The ninth house in astrology, also known as the house of Bhagya, fortune, intuition. Yeah, starting with luck. This house shows if a person has good luck or bad luck in his entire life, and this luck is on all the fields, not just one or two aspects of his life. It will be on overall a life in general, on almost all aspects. So yeah, if a person, let's say if a person's ninth lord is Jupiter, and this happens for two ascendants, that is Kataka, Cancer, or Aries. If ninth lord is Jupiter and the person is not righteous or dharmic, if a person is adharmic or into illegal activities, or is just into negative things, then the person is ruining his own ninth house. If ninth house is ruined, luck is gone, prosperity is gone, and this luck can be in many aspects. It can be in material aspect or spiritual or any other aspect in a person's life. It doesn't have to be fixed to a particular thing. So it shows all aspects in a person's life. So a planet sitting in ninth house will provide luck. Now, whether if it's good luck or bad luck depends on the strength of the planet and different things. But yeah, the planet sitting in anyone's chart in the ninth house will show luck. What type of luck can be seen through many other things. Ninth house also shows prosperity. Now this prosperity is the same way. Now ninth house is just like a veil between spiritual and material world. So it shows whenever it says prosperity or fortune, when it comes to ninth house, it can be either material or spiritual. It varies a lot depending from person to person. So because ninth house shows all the religious activities so strongly, it can be both ways. Sometimes spiritual, sometimes material. Yeah. So if ninth house is damaged, it can damage both the aspects, spiritual or material, or material. Yeah. Ninth house shows charity too. So if a person is performing or just donating and being a charitable person or a generous person, that person will start strengthening his ninth house no matter what the position or how afflicted the ninth house is. That's why astrology doesn't fix a person's this thing. It gives a person some free will or some room to move around, like whether the person is cheating someone or whether the person is helping and being kind to someone. Yeah, these things will strengthen or weaken the houses no matter how good or bad it is placed. Next, coming to education, here the ninth house shows higher education, so naturally ninth house becomes very important for people pursuing PhD and these postgraduate degrees or college or just courses in general. For them, ninth house becomes very important, and especially the ninth lord. If yeah, especially for Aries and uh, Cancer ascendant people, ninth lord is Jupiter. So if Jupiter is simply placed well, they can be gifted with a lot of wisdom in general, because this governs the knowledge or education that is gained after some maturity or mental maturity. Now we just associate this with normal degrees like master degrees or getting a PhD and these things. But in older times, this was actually considered very important, because after 20 or 25 years of age, people have some maturity and some concepts like philosophy and these things required a person to have some maturity, and then pursuing these fields after like 25 or 30 years of age would be beneficial. No, actually that is the required minimum required level of maturity for a person to pursue philosophy or spirituality, for that a person needs to be mentally mature. And this, if ninth house is gifted, the person will start gaining a lot of knowledge, especially in the second part of his life. Knowledge, wisdom. That is one way to look at it. And in simple today's society way, ninth house, if it's placed well, if it is good, then the person can get higher education, qualification. Yeah. Foreign services. Here, this shows services or the things related to different lands, like let's say a foreign minister would need a good ninth house. Having a good ninth house for anyone is generally important, because luck matters everywhere. When it comes to foreign services, the types of services or anything linked to foreign lands can be seen through the ninth house. And long distance travel can be seen through the ninth house, as there are three major travel indicators or houses, that is 3, 9 and 12. 3 shows short travel, 9 shows long travel, 12 shows foreign travel. Even in long travel, people can travel to, let's say a person's 9 is active in his current phase, Dasha, Bhukti, Antarbhukti. These are just Vimshottari Dashas, just phases in a person's life. So, if it's active, a person has the chance and can, it's not that he will, but he can travel to different countries or long travel. It may be long duration too at times, that depends on the other combinations. But yeah, long travel can be, ninth house indicates long travel too. So higher mind here, just like in the third house, it was one of the so there are 4 trines: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And the third house came under kama, this thing, trine. So that indicated lower mind, because it was always, or the third house indicates lower chakras of a human, whereas ninth house shows higher chakra activities, like all the things that will take a person to next level when it comes to realms. So higher mind meaning higher wisdom, or gaining knowledge related to the higher things. Higher knowledge can also be seen through this. If a person is capable of gaining or taking his mind to the next level, can be seen through the ninth house. Coming to intuition, yeah, because this shows the higher chakras. Intuition is linked to the Agna chakra, or the chakra in the forehead, which is important for the to build the connection between the lower and the higher realm, and taking the mind from the lower chakras to higher chakras. So intuition can be seen by the ninth house. Intuition can be seen by many other houses too, but ninth house, the way it shows, is very important, because ninth house is considered the house of divinity, because this shows whether the person is blessed by divine or the higher entities or God. Yeah. So intuition, the level of intuition, or the type of intuition this person may have, can be seen through the ninth house. A person who's blessed with ninth house will have all these good traits, and these things depends, like traveling or education, depends on the phases the person is going through. So yeah, intuition can be seen through the ninth house. And whether a person is fit to be a guru or mentor, or if a person will have or will get a guru or mentor, or the person's relationship with his teachers in general. If the lord of the ninth house is afflicted, or if a malefic planet is in the ninth house, he can expect some sort of conflicts with the teacher. If Rahu is in the ninth house, he can expect teachers to be a bit Partial, no, not treating him well in general. The relationship with mentors or guru and the overall things linked to guru or mentors in general, teachers, can be seen through the ninth house. Whether the person is fit to get initiated into any spiritual activities can also be seen here. Spiritual leaders. Now, coming to spirituality, this is in a way considered the house of spirituality, because when it comes, I use the term spirituality instead of occult or any other terms which I have used before, because spirituality shows it shows a level of detachment, whereas occult, people still have desires, but when it comes to spirituality, it's like a person is intentionally trying to cut the cord between the materialistic realm and the person, and trying to build a new connection with the higher realms. So a good ninth house can show if a person can be a guru or a spiritual leader also. It depends on the condition of the ninth house and the ninth house's lord and the planets involved in this in this house. So let's say a person has ninth lord plus 10th lord. So the first combination would be ninth plus 10th lord forming any relationship, and Jupiter and Saturn forming any relationship, because Jupiter shows dharma and Saturn shows karma. So that is one of the yogas, one of the Raj yogas, that is dharma karmadipati yoga. So yeah, ninth house here shows dharma, or all types of dharmic activities, religion. If a person has Rahu in the ninth house, he has a high chance of changing his religion or following some other dharmic paths, ways. So yeah, spiritual leaders can be seen through the ninth house, because spiritual leaders are dharmic and ninth house shows dharma. So yeah, coming to fortune and luck. Here, luck is for all the aspects. Fortune is for spiritual or material aspects. If a person's ninth house or ninth lord is placed well in D1 or even D9, D9 is just a divisional chart, which I'll explain later. But yeah, if the ninth lord or house is placed well, the person will be very fortunate and might have some free will when it comes to luck or things related to luck. Next, coming to fame can also be seen, because ninth house is involved in a lot of Raj Yogas. Fame can also be seen through the ninth house, and this fame is not like the 10th house fame or other houses fame, because or the fame given by sun. This fame is more religion or religious activities oriented, more dharmic oriented. Fame gained from the ninth house will be from being a very dharmic and a very righteous person. Next, morals. Yeah, just by looking at the condition of the ninth house and the ninth lord, a person can know if this person has good morals and is a righteous person, or whether this person can choose shortcuts or cheat, can also be seen through the ninth house and its condition. Coming to justice, here, because Jupiter likes being righteous and justice. Here I keep bringing up Jupiter, because Jupiter is the Karaka of Dharma belongs to Jupiter, and here in the natural chart, let's say this is called Kala Purusha's chart. In this, the natural, starting here, the natural one is ninth house is Sagittarius, and that is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter naturally has a lot of influence on the ninth house, even if it doesn't have any link, because Dharma is linked to Jupiter. There will be some influence on the ninth house. and especially it will be strongly for these two ascendant people, Aries and Cancer. Aries and Cancer, yeah. So their ninth lord is Jupiter. That's why. So justice, yeah, because justice is comes under Jupiter, Saturn, and if you are an unjust person or you are being unjust to someone, then you are ruining your own ninth house, because luck can change a person from luck can make a person from a homeless guy to a millionaire or a billionaire all of a sudden, because luck plays a huge role in everyone's life and can bring bad luck to anyone, any influential person suddenly losing everything. Yeah. Ninth house shows father when it comes to relationships. So relationship with the father, good or bad, and if in transit there is any malefic planet, how the effect will be. So religious beliefs of a person can be seen through the ninth house. Whether the person has a chance of switching to a different dharma or religion. Many things regarding religion or religious activities can be seen through the ninth house, and dharma of a person, whether the person will follow the dharmic path of his teachings or the things his family or his lineage has taught him, whether the person is fit for a dharmic path, a dharmic activity, or a career even in dharma, even as a person who performs rites, especially the people who work in temples. Yeah, they would also require ninth house indication towards career. And visa, when it comes to moving to a different country, settling abroad, visa, the issuing of visa, let's say a person has 3, 8, 12, then the person has a chance of moving to a different country. 8 may create some obstacles, but still there are two major indicators of travel. So the person may move to not completely move, but it shows the person may go to a different country, or at least have a lot of inclination towards moving. But if ninth is also present, his visa process will be very easy and will go smoothly without being declined. And these things, each house, when we go into depth of each house, this is just a superficial level of each house. When it comes to each category, the things keep changing. Like let's say when it comes to agreements, I mentioned paperwork and agreements in the third house, but when it comes to different, like let's say property agreements, especially property related documents, 12th house becomes important. Now, when it comes to marriage related documents or agreements, second house also becomes important. So, just in the topic of let's say in the category of agreements, there comes a lot of subcategories. The same way, when it comes to travel and travel related things, ninth house shows visa. That is just an example of how in depth we can go into each house. But for now, I am covering only the superficial things, because I want you to be able to just look into your chart and see the condition of your planets in a more simple and straightforward way for now. Yeah, I think this covers the ninth house. Yeah, this is enough.